welcome back to another video. My name is Alizaya and I'm here for Black Transsexual. Get up into the bed per whatever. I'm back, bitch. Hi dollies, you already know, boom shakalaka, I'm here. You already know, with another video. Get up into the bed per whatever. I know y'all might be like, girl, you've been gone for a while, girl. What have you been doing, girl? I have been depressed, and we are coming back out of that depression, because you can't sit over here and be depressed in this bed all day, every day, because that's not cute. That's not cunt. It's time to get up, and it's time to, hustle for what you want, period. But I know y'all seen the title. I know y'all might be like, girl, what are we finna get into today, girl? I'm gonna sit over here and, ramble. I'm gonna sit over here and, let you guys in on why I deleted my social medias, because I know a lot of people keep asking me like, where is your Instagram? Where is your social medias? Girl, sit down. Let me talk to you guys one-on-one and actually sit over here, let y'all in on some stuff. But before we get to today's video, girl, I need you guys to sit over here and like, comment, and subscribe, because you will never find another Black transsexual like me. Hello. I'm beautiful. You're beautiful. You already know. Get up into the bed per whatever. Go ahead and lock in on myself. Y'all, so I wanted to sit over here and talk to y'all about why I've deleted my social medias, because I've been doing a lot of reflecting on my life, and I've been doing a lot of reflecting on my past decisions, and I want to sit over here and let y'all in on a lot of things or whatever, right? So I need y'all to buckle up. So I really want to start this off by saying, I really need a mental break. Like, that's really what I want to start off with. Like, when you get on social media, you don't know what you're going to see. There is times where you're depressed, where you're so lonely, and you're just at the point where you're just like, oh my God, is it really worth it? And then you'll see a post on Instagram talking about, oh, I think it's time for you to sit over here and, ghost everybody and block everybody, because not everybody is for you. And it be those quote unquote motivational posts that are saying that everybody's against you. The sad reality is, and a lot of people need to understand this, and this is what I had to realize, the world does not revolve around you. You need to stop being selfish. I realized I needed to stop being selfish, and I need to stop thinking that the world revolves around me. The world does not revolve around me. I can't control everybody's emotions. I can't control how everybody feels about me. I can't control anything around me. What I can control is myself. And I had to realize that. And sitting over here getting on social media and all these posts, sitting over here saying that all of my friends are weird because they don't sit over here and text back. You guys got to understand that your friend might sit over here be going through something. Your friends might sit over here and actually have something going on in their life for them not to be texting you back, or they just want time away from their phone, or they're doing something. Like, you guys got to understand, like, people have lives outside of you and your friendship, or outside of you and y'all's little, whatever y'all got going on. You get what I mean? And that's something that I didn't realize at first. And so when I seen those posts on Instagram and I see those posts on YouTube, it would encourage me to sit over here and, be like, oh, this is why my friend doesn't want to sit over here and talk to me, or this is why my friend is acting the way they're acting. No, my friends have actual lives, and I need to sit over here and stop being ignorant. But I wasn't being, I wasn't being responsible. I wasn't sitting over here being humble in situations. So something that I like to do is I like to take breaks. I need sometimes, I need time to myself sometimes. That's basically what I'm trying to say. I need a place where I could just sit over here and breathe without feeling like the world is sitting over here crashing onto me. A lot of people ask me, like, Alizaya, how are you so positive? Alizaya, how can you sit over here, keep a smile on your face? I look at it like this. Every day is not promised, so you have to keep being positive. I want to stay being positive, because if I'm on social media, there's so many things that can control my emotions that sometimes we don't even sit over here and realize. Like, another thing is, like, the comment section. There's times where people will sit over here and come in my comments. Like, I had it recently, like 2 days ago. Somebody came in my comments. They were like, oh my God, you're still a man. Oh my God, you still look like a man. Oh my God, you was a man and you need to start sitting over here acting like a woman. Old me would have sit over here and reacted and been like, shut up, bad Bill, shut up, you backwards Bill, blase, da. But at the end of the day, you got to realize these people have no life. At the end of the day, these people don't have nothing outside of being on social media, passing and going to a 9-to-5 job. I'm not going to sit over here and do that for the rest of my life. That's the main reason why I got to get off of social media. I got to hustle. When you're on social media 24 hours of the day, you might not even realize that you're on social media 24 hours of a day. But look at your watch time. Look at your screen time. You're on there for 16 to 20 hours a day. That's crazy. Go outside, go touch grass, go read a book. That is something that I've always wanted to do. When I was younger, I've loved reading. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I hated reading books, but at the same time I was still reading books. But I always went outside and I always touched grass. I used to play in creeks. I used to play in sewers. A lot of people might be like, girl, you're trans and you're playing in sewers. Girl, I was a little boy, get up into the gayness or whatever, bada bing, bada boom. But, those were my prime time, years. Those were my youthful years. I got to experience a lot of things. Like, I caught a turtle with my bare hands. Present me now would not be doing that. That's disgusting. And all I think about is STDs, girl. Get up into the nastiness or whatever. But bada bing, bada boom, y'all gotta understand, like, you really gotta sit over here and, take time to get off of social media and see what's out there. Because when you're on social media, like, you guys gotta understand, you're wasting time when you could be sitting over here really doing something with your time, doing something with yourself. Like, when I sit over here and I'm on social media, I literally feel brain dead. Like, I'm just scrolling on TikTok. It be random people just sitting over here saying the most stupidest stuff, but I'm so infatuated with other people's lives when I need to be infatuated with my own life. Like, hello, girl, let me, sit over here and take a mental break, because, girl, oh my God. And another thing is, I warped my brain into thinking I need validation. Like, a lot of people don't understand, when you're on social media or you're watching people's story times, this is another thing. A lot of people watch my story times and they're like, oh my God, girl, you lived a wild life. I just don't see how you live this life. You guys gonna understand, when I was, sitting over here watching my sister's YouTube videos or seeing my other Bookie Bears, my mutuals posting their story times, I'm like, dang, girl, you living that type of life, girl. I want to sit over here and get some trades. So I would feel like I need to go do that, when in reality, I don't need to go do that. I don't need to go sit over here and text a man to sit over here and get him to, take me to Sexy Red's favorite place to go take me to Pound Town. I don't need to do that. And another thing is, like, a lot of people don't realize just how privileged you are to have a cellular device. There are people in other countries that don't have power, that don't sit over here and have the things that you have. Like, I want to sit over here and be humble as much as I can. Like, I really want to go see what's out there in the real world. And I don't want to sit over here and feel like I need validation from anybody. Like, a lot of people, including myself, and I'm really talking about myself when I say this, I used to sit over here and think that, all because I'm quote unquote pretty and all because I quote unquote pass, that makes me above people. That does not make you above people. A lot of people need to realize that. A lot of trans women, and I'm not even speaking for trans women in general, but like, a lot of trans women, sit over here and they don't realize just how privileged they are. Like, you guys got to understand, you might not even realize that you're seeking validation for you sitting over here doing the things that you're doing. But like, I would see validation, like, for instance, like, sitting over here trying to see if I pass or not, sitting over here going outside to see if, I'm not going to get clocked or not, like, doing that. I don't care no more if I get clocked. I don't care no more if somebody sees me as a man. Like, literally 2 or 3 days ago, I got clocked, like, by half of the cooks at my job or whatever. They was discussing if I'm a man or not, and everybody was so shocked that I'm a man, or quote unquote a man. I'm not a man. Well, let me rephrase this. I was born a man, but I'm a trans woman. I live my life as a trans woman. I don't identify as a biological woman. I don't identify as a woman, because when you put me in that category, it's like I have to seek that validation. I don't have to seek no validation, because I'm already safe and secure in my damn self. I love myself enough to be like, okay, you calling me a man, bada bing, bada boom, on to the next. Like, it's not really going to affect me. What's going to affect me is my money getting played with. I care about that more than anybody sitting over here clocking my teeth. Are we going to be for real right now? Like, you have to get off of social media, because like, sometimes you literally need time to yourself, like, to sit over here and have these thoughts. Because when I'm on social media, I'm always thinking about something else, when I need to be thinking about myself. I need to be thinking about the present. That's the main thing. And I also want to talk about, like, it's exposing you to so much negativity and so much explicit stuff. I'm going to be real personal with y'all, and y'all can judge me all you want. I really don't care. This video could come and haunt me. I really don't know. Boom shakalaka. But I see a lot of fine, beautiful black men on my, like, explore page, on my, TikTok feed, and that gets my gears going, girl. I'm telling you, that gets my gears going. And I have to be realistic. Like, In the real world, not a lot of men look like that. In the real world, not a lot of men sit over here and dress that like that. And that's just so out of touch. I'm wanting my dream man to sit over here and look like, quote unquote Michael B. Jordan, even though I don't think Michael B. Jordan is attractive at all. I just think he's a handsome black man, but just not in my personal opinion, No, going on about your business, not going about mine, period. Get up into the ghetto-ness or whatever. But what I'm basically trying to say is, I would sit over here and have these out-of-pocket standards for men or whatever, and that's just so stupid to me. Like, you got to be realistic. I really want to sit over here and meet my dream man, and I have to go for it. I can't go for it if I'm being shy on, what do you call it, social media. Like, when I'm on social media and I'm seeing these things, like, I feel like it's easier for you to shoot your shot on social media than it is in person, because even if you get rejected, you can easily press block, or they press block, and you going on about your business. But in person, like, you got to deal with that. And me, I'm very hands-on with, like, trying to deal with that type of stuff. Like, I really don't care, if somebody sits over here and rejects me, because at the end of the day, life moves on. The world is going to keep spinning around and around and around. It's not the end of the world if somebody doesn't sit over here and find me attractive, if somebody doesn't sit over here and like me, because at the end of the day, I know who I am. At the end of the day, I know what I can do. At the end of the day, I know who I am, and I know who I'm going to be. I'm Alizea. I'm black and I'm trans and I'm beautiful, and I will always stand on that. I got to sit over here and hustle for what I want to hustle for. And I really don't want people in my business. Like, that's the biggest thing. A lot of people are like, girl, you should do more vlogs. And I'm all for vlogs, but on a day-to-day basis, sitting over here posting or get ready with me, doing all this stuff, y'all don't understand. I hated doing TikToks. At a point in my life, like when I was doing those prime time, story times on TikTok, that was me, quote unquote, seeking validation. When I was talking about that topic earlier, talk about me seeking validation earlier in the video, I was seeking validation from a lot of people, because I would get thousands and thousands and millions of views monthly. And I was like, whoa, I feel like I'm on top of the world, when in fact these people are in your business and really don't care about what you got going on. These people just want to sit over here and see the tea. They just want to see. They don't care about you. A lot of people won't give you your flowers until you dead. And we've seen it with celebrities. We've seen it with Michael Jackson, Aaliyah, Left Eye, all these, TikTok trends, and all these people that are trending on TikTok because of the whole Diddy situation. These people don't give you flowers until you're gone off this earth. And I want people to give me my flowers while I'm on this earth. I want to give myself these flowers, because I know at the end of the day, nobody's going to sit over here and, give me handouts. Nobody's going to sit over here and hold my hand and help me to get where I want to be. So I got to help myself, period. And the biggest thing is, I'm a private person. Like, yes, I come on, TikTok, and I come on YouTube, and I tell you guys some of my business, and I tell you guys some of my personal life, but you guys really and truly will never ever know me, because I like to keep it that way. I like to be very mysterious. People might be like, oh my God, she's sitting over here passing herself around to multiple men. That was a trauma response. I'm getting older now. I'm realizing I don't have to sit over here and do that anymore. Why do I need to sit over here and give my body to some man who will never take me serious and never show me out to the world, because he's ashamed of himself and he's ashamed of me being a transsexual? That's weird and that's delusional. I love myself enough to sit over here and not do that stuff anymore. Like, it's really no real tea, and there's really nothing valuable with sitting over here talking to men who aren't going to treat me valuable. Like, I'm a very much beautiful person inside and out, and I don't live for the looks. I don't live for that. I live for my personality and my mental health, and just my mental and period. Like, I love myself enough to sit over here and not care, and like not let people into my life. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm very big on not sitting over here telling people your everyday business. Nobody really needs to know who you are as a person. Like, yes, they can know that you sitting over here doing your little nasty, cute little story times, the little spicy story times, but nobody needs to really know every detail of your life. That's something that you need to remember. You need to keep yourself mysterious, especially sitting over here in this generation. These people will use this against you, and that's something that I had to realize. If I ever do become famous, I know I'm going to get criticized and scrutinized in the media. I know it for a fact, because people are going to be like, oh, Alizea did this when she was younger. Alizea did that. Y'all should cancel her. Why aren't y'all holding her to this standard? I've already canceled myself, and I already hold myself to that standard. I took time off of social media to analyze and to sit over here and break down every situation, every sneaky link, every guy that I've linked with, everything that has happened to me. I've already broke it down. I've already talked to myself and asked myself, was it really worth it? Was it worth it reacting this way? No, it wasn't. You sitting over here acting foolish and doing foolish things, it's really not worth it when you really think about it. You got to sit over here and ask yourself these type of questions. You got to sit over here and be your bestest friend. And I'm a very private person because it's a trauma response. I've always been a bubbly person. Don't ever get me wrong. I'm the most beautiful, bubbliest person that you will ever meet. I have my own lingo, my own personality, and you will never find another black transsexual like me. Hello, hello, hello. But like me as a trans person, like I love to keep myself private. I love to keep my personal life private, because I realize when I open up, you know, if somebody doesn't sit over here and really like me, but they're putting on this facade and they're being two-faced and acting like they like me, when they switch up and they're like, you know, showing their true colors, bada bing, bada boom, I told them enough stuff they can use that against me, and they can tarnish my quote-unquote reputation to other people. And now other people will be like, oh my God, he's this or she's that, or I didn't even know he was trans, da 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 da. Like, yeah, I like to keep myself private. I like to keep everything that I have private. Like, I don't like tell people that I have a YouTube channel. I might be like, oh yeah, I gotta sit over here and post my YouTube video. If somebody asks me like, what's your YouTube? I don't know. Next caller. Like, girl, you don't need to know my business, because girl, I get real personal on here. No tea, no shade.
Like, it's not that serious. Trust me, I know that.
And instead of me just cutting people off and addressing the whole situation of them being weird and phony, I would just up and block them and just leave it alone. And I really have a bad issue with that. And I have a horrible problem, because that's a trauma response of mine. I don't sit over here and express how I feel to people. If I feel like you're being weird and phony, I just block you. And I don't ever give you a chance to speak up. And I need to really stop doing that. That's why I take time to myself. And that's why I take time off of social media, so I can analyze everything that's going on with me mentally. Because at the end of the day, I have mental health issues, and I'm going to be real about it. Like, I am a human being, and we all have mental health issues, whether you want to address it or whether you want to admit it or not. A lot of us are going through a lot of things, and a lot of people might be like, oh girl, I don't have no mental health issues. You're just talking to yourself. Depression is a mental health issue. Anxiety is a mental health issue. We all have that, whether you want to agree or not. Like, whether you want to address it or not, like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I have really bad anxiety when it comes to certain things. I have really bad spice and depression, like level traumas. Like, I have different trauma levels, if that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I really am trying to like learn myself as a person, and I hate being on social media because I feel like I have to, you know, let people in on what I'm going through. I have to let people in on, you know, what I have going on. Like, I'm sitting over here doing this as a project. I'm sitting over here doing this. I got this going on. I'm doing that. I got a new job. People don't need to know me. People don't ever need to know me. And excuse me for that little burp now, shade. But people don't need to know me, and people don't need to know you. I don't want people to know me. Like, yes, I'm this beautiful black transsexual, but that's all you would know me as. You would never know the true Alizé, and I would like to keep it that way. Beyonce is the most mysterious woman on this planet, and I'm crazy to sit over here and say that. Like, I don't know who Beyonce is. Yes, she's this glamorous, beautiful, you know, vocalist black woman, but that's all we know her as. We just know her as Beyonce. We don't know Beyonce Knowles. We don't know who she is. And, you know, she likes to keep it that way because people can twist what you're saying, and people can twist everything that's going on in your life and use it against you. And I would like to, you know, not have that. You get what I mean? So I'm being very careful with what I bring to the internet now. And I'm being very careful for what I just, you know, do. Like, if I do a story time, I ask myself if I'm going to do that story time, and is this going to benefit me in the long run, or is this story time going to hurt me, and is it really worth it? There's a lot of videos that I post and I might delete, and y'all might be like, girl, what happened to this video? Girl, I don't know. Like, no shade. Like, I just like to keep myself and my business private, and, you know, I ask myself, is it really worth it? And I also want to, sit over here and love myself. I really became more in love with myself because, like, I love myself. My mama always told me to love myself and to sit over here and hold myself on this high pedestal and be delusional. Like, I told myself to be delusional. I told myself I had to love myself because at the end of the day, this is my life, and at the end of the day, I get to choose how I want to live my life. If I want to sit over here and be depressed and lonely and sit over here and work a 9-to-5 job for 40 hours a week and do that for the rest of my life, that's what I choose to do. But I don't want to do that. I want to be happy. I want to go chase my dreams. I want to be on a big old stage. I want to walk a red carpet. I want to sit over here and influence people to love themselves. And I can't do that if I'm not putting myself first. If I'm not sitting over here, taking care of myself. That's why I gotta love myself. That's why I gotta be my best friend. You can only control the situations that you're in. You can only control everything that you got going on in your life. You can't control nobody else's life. You can't control nothing that anybody else got going on. You can only trust yourself and trust your intuition. This is what I mean by you gotta love yourself. Because when certain situations happen and you ask yourself, is it really worth it? Should I do this? Should I do that? Whatever your life or whatever your intuition or whatever quote unquote God is telling you, go for it. Trust your instinct. Trust what your mind is telling you. If it's telling you not to do that, don't do it. And that's something that I had to learn. I feel like, when I told y'all that story time of, the whole grinder situation that went wrong, I played a part in that story time. My intuition was telling me not to do it and not to go 45 minutes out of my city to sit over here and go to quote unquote Sexy Red's favorite place, but I did it anyway. And I had to live with that burden for the rest of my life. That's something that I had to live with. But I, came to terms, and I've already talked to myself, and I told myself, okay, Alizé, from this point forward, you have to sit over here and learn to listen to your intuition. I took time off of social media. Like, after that whole situation, like, I left social media for like a good month and a half, like nearly 2 months. Like, I was depressed. Like, girl, I was at my lowest, literally, because, like, girl, I thought my life was over. But I sat over here and I really took time, and I really realized, like, Alizé, it's not the end of the world. You just have to keep pushing, and like, this is a life lesson that you had to learn, okay? This was something that's going to teach you that you needed to know for something that's going to happen later in your life. Or that's what the fuck I'm trying to say. I don't fucking know. Like, no one's saying, hey. But I'm seriously on this healing journey. I want to heal. I want to sit over here and get rid of this childhood trauma, because there's a lot of things that I've been holding in. And I have this whole video in my drafts of me sitting over here talking about my depression and, just sitting over here rambling. I'm not going to post it because I'm stupid for making that video in the first place. Like, I really realized, like, there's times where I need to just take a time to just heal, take time off the internet, and take care of myself. Like, I literally had to take care of myself. I don't know if y'all be seeing in my little, community notes or whatever, my little community posts or whatever, that little thing or whatever, bada bing, bada boom. But yeah, I let y'all in on a lot of, things that I got going on, and I will let you guys know, I'm not going to be posting no videos for a little bit while because I had to take time to myself, and I had to, sit over here and take care of myself. The reason why I'm doing videos now is because I feel more secure in myself now, and I don't feel as depressed as I used to feel, because I realized, like, I just gotta hustle for what I want. I gotta sit over here and get up. Like, I gotta chase my dreams. Like, I've gotten so far on YouTube, and I just gotten so far in life general. Like, literally, like, me being off of social media, I didn't have an Instagram account for like a month, and y'all, that month was the best month of my life. Like, I just deleted everything. I just wiped every social media platform off my phone. Like, literally, let me give y'all the time frame of what happened. I got a new job, so now I'm working 2 jobs. I've been growing on YouTube. I've gained nearly 998 subscribers in the past month. I literally sat over here and went to Nicki Minaj's concert. I initially got mid-row tickets, but I snuck in and got front row tickets. So I got the front seat, and I was literally next to the stage. I literally got to see Tyga. I locked eyes with Tyga. I got one in, ooh girl, let me, cut some stuff out. Let me, bleep. But there was some things that went on in that concert that I will personally always keep secret. But I got to experience so much in life. Like, I got to go touch grass. I got to sit over here and, meet new guys. I got to sit over here and experience life. That's something that I've always wanted to experience. And I felt like I really couldn't do that because I was on social media, and I was always doubting myself because I would see content that would, influence me to doubt myself. I can't sit over here and do that. I got to take care of myself. And I don't want no distractions. Social media for me is a distraction. It might not be for you. A lot of people might be like, oh girl, that's cool for you, but social media ain't a distraction for me. That's your journey. I'm on my journey. Like I keep saying, this is my healing journey. I feel like social media is draining me. I feel like social media is distracting me. And there's just times where I need to delete social media. If you want to contact me, I have a Facebook. Like I have it in my intro. If you want to contact me, like girl, I'm stuttering. I have a, what do you call that goddamn app? Snapchat. Like girl, I have different ways to contact me. Like girl, I'm Alizea, and I'm gonna be for real. Like I'm not trying to look for lust in any of these situations. Like I really want to love somebody, and that's why I'm taking time to myself, because I need to love myself. If I don't love myself, how can I love somebody else? Like, you get what I mean? And that's something that I had to sit over here and realize. That's why I got to take care of myself. I got to put myself first. I love myself enough to realize that I got to take, action. I got to take charge. And, I really want to sit over here and connect with my brothers, because I just love my family. Like, I just think it's so beautiful to have siblings that actually care about me, actually want to see me win, and don't just care that I'm just a transgender person. They care about me as a human being. They want to see me thrive, and they want to see me win. I love that. And there's times where, we might sit over here and bump heads or on certain situations, and they'll educate me and I'll educate them. You get what I mean? I just want to learn myself, and I truly want to trust somebody. A lot of people don't check up on you, and you will realize who is your friend when you delete your social media. A lot of people won't check up on you and be like, hey, Alizea, how are you doing mentally? Girl, I ain't doing nothing mentally. I'm out of my absolute black business, but thank you for checking up on me. I appreciate it. But I would check up on people, but nobody would ever text me back. And I just think that's weird. I think it's very weird and phony that I would show so much love to people, but people won't show love to me. But I realize a lot of people got stuff going on, and at the end of the day, I can't control everybody else. At the end of the day, if you really want to be my friend, you will want to be my friend. If you don't want to be my friend, you don't want to be my friend. I can't control you. I'm going to live my life truly, and I'm going to sit over here and be the beautiful black transsexual that I am, because I know at the end of the day, this is my life. And that's just the way that I'm gonna live it. I learned to think for myself, though. Like, I need to sit over here and take time to learn myself. I need to have my own opinion. When I made that video about me finally just letting it out, and I told y'all, like, I'm a transsexual, I identify as trans, I will live my life as trans, don't compare me to no woman, don't put me in the same category as a woman. A lot of people were very upset. A lot of people were like, girl, why do you think this? I disagree with you. I'm blocking you. I'm unfollowing you. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Like, oh my God, people are so crazy. This is so crazy. But I took time off of social media because I need to learn myself. I need to trust my intuition. I need to trust everything that I go through. Every time I post a video, it nearly gets over 1,000 views. And I'm very humble for that, because a lot of people put in efforts. Like, a lot of people put in so much effort into videos, and I'm like, damn, oh my God, like, oh my God, I couldn't even post 300 videos. Like, you're posting a video every day, girl. You need the views, you need the clouds, because girl, I could never. I could never. Y'all get one video every week, because no shade on, girl, I'm tired. But like, no shade, like, y'all to understand, like, I want to trust my intuition. I want to trust everything that I say, and I want to have my own opinion on a lot of things. Like, I don't want to sit over here and have somebody think for me, because nobody can think for me. I can only think for myself. I can only choose my own path in my life. I want to sit over here and trust my intuition. And that's the thing. Like, I trust my intuition on a lot of things. Like, I'm gonna just give y'all a little story time. I went on the bus one day, and I was like, you know what, let me go on this bus and transfer buses, and I want to go sit over here and see the ghetto side. Like, I want to go on the hood. So I went in the hood, girl, and I met this one little black dude or whatever, right? I'm just give y'all a, heads up or whatever, right? Black dude, he was older, he was like in his 40s or 50s or whatever, maybe pushing 60. I don't know, not shade. But like, yeah, I met him, we talked, we were kiki and cackling. But if I didn't trust my intuition, I would have never met dude. I would have never gotten that experience. And I might tell that story time, but y'all, that man was crazy. That's all I'm gonna say. But you gotta trust your intuition. You gotta trust for what you want, because I've always trusted for what I want after that whole grinder situation that went wrong. Ever since then, I've always trusted my intuition. I trusted my intuition that I'm gonna, sit over here and pay my rent. I've always paid my rent after that. I trust my intuition that I'm gonna sit over here and get a new job. I got a new job. I trust my intuition that I'm gonna get through it. I always get through it. I'm gonna put myself first, and I'm always gonna trust everything that I do. And that's just the way that life is, because I'm black and I'm trans and I'm beautiful. You better put some respect on my name. Hello, hello, hello. And a lot of people just need to understand that I really want real human interactions. I really don't care about online love. Like, yes, online love is really cool and all, but like, to sit over here and meet people in real life and they don't know who I am as a person, they just know me based off their first impression. I like that. I like the mysteriousness and everything like that. Like, I don't know, I'm really on this healing journey, and I really want to sit over here and have people to sit over here and like me for me, because like, I'm just so exhausted with people already knowing who I am, and they're judging me based off of my story times. They're judging me based off of me being trans. Like, I just want people to just literally find me and just sit over here and like me for me. Girl, I'm crashing out. Oh my God, like, oh Lord. But yeah, I really want real human interactions, and I just need to feel free. I can't feel free on social media, and I have to sit over here and let it go. Sometimes you just gotta take a break. You don't even have to sit over here and, delete your Instagram permanently. You could just sit over here and get off of social media for a week. There's times where I got off of social media for a week and I feel amazing. Like, I just need time to myself. I just need time to sit over here and think. You get what I mean? And I want to sit over here and really like go like 6 months without being on social media. I really want to see how far I can get in life without a social media. But girl, we're gonna see. But y'all, I just wanted to talk to y'all. I just wanted to let y'all in on a little thing or whatever, girl. Y'all, I am back with more videos. I'm back with more content. I love you guys. Thank you guys for 3.8k subscribers at the time of me recording this video. If you want to sit over here and help me get pushing the algorithm, just go ahead and comment, a little heart emoji or something, just to boost me in this algorithm. Guys, y'all don't understand. I'm really trying to make an impact on this world, and I know I'm going to make an impact on this world. I just know it. I have it in my gut feeling. I'm trusting my intuition. I'm going to make it. And when I do make it, I promise, and I put this on everything, I'm going to help trans people that I know need a platform. I'm going to do everything that I can just to make sure that I can do it. Like, if I had to sit over here and, do some strange things to make, make it well or make me well or whatever, girl, I'm going to do it. It's no shade. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. But bada bing, bada boom. I love you guys. Stream Nicki Minaj. I'm your beautiful buff black transsexual girl. I know I was looking a little buff in this video, girl. I told y'all I'll be giving clocky sometimes. All right. But without further ado, I love you guys. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Bye, loves.